Hello, and for the last time, I'll be greeting you as Peridot Person. And today is a big one. This is coming up on my 10-year anniversary of doing YouTube. 10 years is a long time to be doing something. That's a decade. Someone can go from being born to being an annoying 4th grader in that time. But in 10 years, I have done a lot. And some of it was really bad, but that's not the point. The point is that this means two very big things. The first of which being I'm going to college soon, and I don't know how my YouTube life is going to be able to continue. I would love to keep making videos, and if I can, I absolutely will. But my scheduling might be tricky, so uploads will definitely slow down, though I do have a lot planned this summer. But secondly, this means a big transition in my life, and I kinda want to do something similar on YouTube. I have been Paradot Person for about 4 years now, and it has been a lovely 4 years, but a part of me has always wanted a character of my own. But we're going to get to that at some point, but I think before we find out what's next, we should take a look back at how the hell I got here. So let's go all the way back to my first channel, because Peridot Person was not the start of things, and some of you may know this, but my first channel was RJ Extras. Created in 2014 by two of my friends, I properly joined on December 1st, 2014, when I appeared in one of my friends' book reviews.
I'm going to be joined by Riley. This is his very first video.
After this, I started uploading proper. I made little skits, some little animations of little characters duking it out in random places in a series called Versus, and some Lego videos. Now, I also did start doing some musical stuff early on. Was it good? Absolutely not. But hey, you gotta start somewhere. I'm going to film school, and the first movie I made was called The Zip in 2015, where in searching for my pet cat, I would have to cross the deadly zip line known as The Zip. That's about it. It's not very interesting or well filmed, it's just me with a camera. It really sucks. Now, my first original song is called The Mystery Sound. Let's take a listen.
Watch out where you are, mysterious sound is.
You can just hear the promise. At this point, I would start making more proper videos. I would make Pokemon card unboxings. I would do challenge videos, such as the Eating Paper Challenge. I was not a very intelligent child. And overall, I was really active. I uploaded over 90 videos in July of 2016 alone. That's like 3 a day. I would continue with stuff like the shirt challenge, and I definitely didn't get stuck.
Yeah, I think Riley's stuck.
Then some dancing stuff like this, where I danced in very large boots to having a good time. Then 2017 came around, and this is where I finally learned how to record footage on my computer. For a while, I had just been propping my phone up aiming it at my computer, but then I got QuickTime Player, and stuff started happening. I made Minecraft videos for the first time, something that I'd always wanted to do. And of course, I followed this up with an Undertale obsession and dabbing. Following this, I would try to make a few different series. I started a series called Steve and Pagano with one of my friends, where 2 Minecraft Lego figures would go on wacky adventures.
Pagano, I need to do CPR on you, man. Oh no, I don't want the CPR. Too bad.
And then I made one called The Epics Show, featuring the action figures from the math game Prodigy doing things. And this actually found an audience. This was the first time in 3 years of YouTube that anything I've been doing was gaining traction. Instead of the usual 10 views, this was getting more around 100 and even to 1,000 on some. This was incredible. I hope nothing else happens. Something else happened. Let me introduce you to Bendy and Boris sing Witch Doctor, but it changes every time. This video, ripped from the animation by Stars Taco, is exactly what it sounds like. Bendy and Boris from the game Bendy and the Ink Machine singing Witch Doctor, but every time it plays, there's something different. Either the speed being higher or lower, or the sound being weird. I don't know. It was a fun thing I made on a whim. Surely this won't get popular. Holy shit! So Bendy and Boris became a viral hit. And 4.4 million views is a lot, but wait till you see the sequel. This surpasses so many things. I go back and watch some of my favorite YouTube videos, and I have to sit there and realize that a video I made in 5 minutes has more views than it. Now, this doesn't mean that I milked it to death, even though I absolutely did, but I tried to upload other things. I would make another movie with my friends that wasn't very good, and I started making Minecraft videos and other things, and these did get decent views. Because of the traction from these Bendy and Boris videos, my videos were consistently getting around 1,000 views, which was incredible, and way more than I can say about my current channel. But no one really cared about any of it. All they really wanted to see was more Bendy and Boris, so while they would watch these videos, I wouldn't get any actual retention from them, and nothing else would reach those heights. Well, that is except for one video, beating the Dark Tower in Prodigy. Now, Prodigy Math doesn't have the largest fan base, but the fan base it does have is a lot of kids, and boy can they watch YouTube. And this video is the single most viewed video about Prodigy Math on the platform. I've checked multiple times, and this is it. What's in this video, do you ask? Well, a few things. First of all,
oh my gosh! Guys! Holy, what is that? What is that?
1.6 million views. And also, at the end of the Dark Tower, you get some items that are very rare, and I didn't know what they were, so when I got them, I was very excited. But I was also 12 and didn't really know what sounds to make in excitement, so this happened. Yes, 1.6 million views. I get comments about it to this day. It is terrible and will haunt me forever. But let's get back to the point, shall we? I left the channel for a bit because no one cared, but then I decided to come back and try making new stuff. I made a whole new style of editing. It was wonderful, and it flopped. Kind of. I mean, the views were alright, but it just wasn't connecting with an audience. I had tried applying to the Hypixel YouTube rank, which was a dream of mine, but they said I wasn't eligible because all of my subscribers came from one video, and that's very, very fair. So after even hitting 30k, then 40k, and then nearly 50k, I decided to private Bendy and Boris, and then the sub count stood still. Complete plateau. And after one final attempt at trying to be a good YouTuber without my one-hit wonder, I quit. I started Peridot Person and never looked back. Now, how did Peridot Person come to be? Well, actually, it was my very first idea of a name. I was like, oh, I just need a quick temporary name until I find out a better one, and it kinda stuck. RJ Extras wasn't fully abandoned. Every year on the anniversary of my leave, I would upload a video, some being more cringier than others, but finally I uploaded my cover of Sex, Drugs, Rock and Roll by Will Wood because it felt very appropriate, and that is how I'm leaving it. Now, Paradot Person started very similarly to how RJ Extras did, completely random stuff, but my first long-form-ish video did really well, introducing the GNZT Iceberg. This video is talking about a fairly obscure Roblox tower obby game that I was one of like 300 people in the community of, but this video did really well, the first part of which hitting 10,000 views. And then I continued to make tower game videos. This was gonna be my niche. This was it, and it got no views. I didn't really care about the views, but I really wanted something that would connect to people as much as Bendy and Boris did, but in this case, something I was actually proud of. So I kept throwing things at the wall, hoping something would stick, until one day, something did. My ranking video, my very first hour-long video, and boy howdy did it do well. And this started the entire Peridot Person that you know today. I followed this up with a Weezer ranking video, an AJR ranking video, a Will Wood ranking video, and alongside this, my musical stuff got a lot better than the mystery sound. I improved a lot, and I made a cover album, and, well, the rest is history. You know how this goes. And here we are today, with the quest for Tally Hall being my last big project for Peridot Person. So, where do I go from here? 6,000 subscribers and over 300 videos later, the last 4 years of my life are over. High school's done, and I'm going to college. I'm really nervous about that, but I've made a promise to myself that I'm going to go to college to be the most authentic self I can be, and I want to show that on YouTube as well. So while Paradot has treated me well, I think it's time for a bit of a change. So I'd like to introduce you guys to someone. This is Poppy. She's my persona. Okay. I know what you're thinking. No. 1. This is not going to become a furry YouTube channel. Do not fret. Number 2. No, I am not turning this into a furry YouTube channel. Do not fret. While this character is definitely involved in the furry fandom, those videos are going to be few and far between. I want to continue the content I'm making. I like talking about music, and that's what I plan on doing, with the occasional vlog here and there if you'll hold on with me during those. Point is, things are going to start changing. Uploads are going to take longer because I am going to be busy, but I will still try to upload. I'll be making video essays about stuff other than music. I'm working on one about the new season of Doctor Who right now, and that's going to take a little while, but I do want to stick to the type of content I've already been making somewhat. My Tally Hall obsession has faded away, so that's about it. So if you hate furries or really like Tally Hall, I'd suggest you leave. I'm not going to be upset, I completely understand. But to those of you who are going to stay, I really hope that you enjoy what happens next, because I'm really looking forward to what I'm making, and I hope that you'll stick with me. Anyway, this is Peridot Person, and I hope you all have a lovely night.